Good morning, everyone. So today, what I wanted to try was gingerbread architecture. So first thing I wanted to do was a fun, let's see what you can find and build a gingerbread, well, not a gingerbread, but definitely build something. So you might take things you find around your house to build, and maybe I'm going to make it stand tall like this. Can you build something that you have? I might even stack that on. And maybe I'm going to add a front door. Here we go. And maybe I'm going to make a roadway here and here. Any kind of building you want, any kind of structure you want. Let's see what you can build with what you find in your area. So after we try that, what I want to do is I want to get to the business of creating a sketch, because architects are people who build. But sometimes before they actually build, they do a drawing. And so you can see here, I made a drawing of a gingerbread house. You could make yours a gingerbread house. It could be a gingerbread building. It could be a gingerbread bridge. I even made one out of a paper bag, because I bought paper bags to make those paper stars. So probably if I opened up my paper bag, I could make it 3D. It can stand up. But also it'd make a nice gift bag, I think. What do you think? There you go. I made my gingerbread bag. I added doors, I added a roof, some windows. Now I need to go in and add all the details. So you can see I started my drawing on this paper, and I drew my gingerbread house. I added candy canes and gumdrops and peppermints, and you can add anything you want. Anything you love as a treat, you can add to your gingerbread house. Now I noticed, and you'll notice that I realized after I did it, that I did it on this paper. And this paper I got out of the printer, and I noticed, and maybe some of you use printer paper, that it kind of doesn't hold the color so well. I didn't get my brown as much. So I'm going to be experimenting by using thicker paper. This one's kind of flimsy. You can hear it's very thin, so it can fit through the printer. But art paper is a little bit stronger and thicker. So this one might be good for folding and cutting, but this one is really good for painting and drawing things on because it's a little bit thicker. We call those pounds. So that's 60-pound weight. This is probably like 30 or 40. It doesn't mean it weighs that much. It just means how thin it is. So this one holds paint better. So that little lesson was just something I remembered today because I realized after I did it that it was on the wrong paper. So let's get started and remember our letters, A, B, C, D, and we could go on and on and on. But we're going to use letters again to get us started. So we're going to start with the letter V. What part of our house do you think that will be? If you said roof, you are correct. Now I made my roof here because I wanted to decide how big it was going to be. You could make a square, you can make a rectangle, you can make any shape you want, but I'm going to use an upside down J because I'm going to use candy canes to be the side of my house. And if they're not even, that's okay. And remember what we said about when we want to draw? We don't always want to draw at the bottom of our paper. So this time I'm going to move my horizon a little further up so I have room on the ground for things. And now my candy cane I'm going to make by making the same line a little smaller. It's like it run parallel next to it. It's like it's right next to it. There we go. We call those parallel lines. And I'm going to close up my candy cane. I'm going to add some stripes. If you've ever seen a candy cane, they can be many different colors, or they could be red and white. It depends what flavor you want. And these are usually flavored like mint, which is going to be soon what I add to mine. So I want it to look like a snowy day on a house, kind of like we just had a snowy day. I'm going to make a line that wiggles. It's going to look like the icicles melting on the house. Oops. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. There's my icicles. And now you could do a door any way you want. I might this time make my door a little curved, like a giant U or gumdrop. then I'm gonna make some more snow around the door. Snow around the door. You can do whatever you want, your choice. I might add a mint right up here. It's gonna be a big one like a window. And then I can make, it's like a snowflake shape. Oh yes. Thinking about my colors, I'm gonna make another here. And now you don't have to make the same one as me. This is the one I'm making. If you want to, you certainly can borrow some of my ideas. I borrowed it from a video I watched. Now you can add swirls, I don't know, whatever you want. I added some pictures to the slideshow of things that sometimes people add to their gingerbread house. Sometimes people add pretzel sticks. So you might want to make pretzel sticks. Maybe I want to make this another line that comes near it. Not perfect, that's okay. And now I might put some gumdrops here. They're going to be like upside down U's too. And I just remembered I want a handle for my door because I want people to come visit me. I know you might not have heard of it. There's a story, Hansel and Gretel. It's a little grim, but my favorite part about it is there is a house made of candy. We'll stop there. But gingerbread houses are usually made with gingerbread and candy. I made all different candy canes here, and I'm thinking about how I will use Roy G. Biv to color it in. Sort of gumdrops. I could add a window here if I want. Maybe I'll make a semicircle for a window so I can see who's outside that's coming to visit me. I might add some more gumdrops here. Maybe you're going to add something else. Maybe you're going to add M&Ms, or maybe you don't eat sweets. That's okay. Good for you. Maybe you're going to add maybe grapes. I don't know. That would be good. Or cherries like we added to our Wayne Thiebaud ice creams. All around, all around, all around. Now, I definitely want to add a chimney because I borrowed that idea from someone. Oh, I like that so far. Now you can add a chimney. The chimney probably goes straight up. I put on a fire yesterday and it was so nice on a cold day. A snowy day. More icicles and snow. I also noticed in that video I watched, they added smoke coming out of the top, which looked beautiful. So now I'm going to show you the difference between coloring here, and let's hope I am correct about what I said. I could be wrong, right? So I used this color for the color of gingerbread because it's usually brownish or tannish. And so I'm going to get busy coloring mine. I'm not going to show you how it looks finished yet. I will show you. I'll take a picture at the end and add it to the lesson. I just want to show you the difference in the paper. And if I'm wrong, that's okay, right? Okay, so I'm going to keep tracing around the outside, and let's see how it looks when I use my brush and a little bit of water to spread that brown out. Let's see if it works. Oh, yep. You see? Look at the difference when I use my good paper. It's okay if you don't have any. I'm only telling you for the first time, and maybe I wasn't knowing that your paper was a little thin.